Hello there, everyone. I'm Ashley Eckstein. Most of you may know me as the voice of Ahsoka Tano and also the founder of WHOniverse. And this is the legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
Hello there, fellow Whovians. I am Dave Chapman, and welcome to my Legend of the Traveling TARDIS page and YouTube channel. Hi there, folks. Thank you for joining us today. We got a special day because we got some special guests going on today. We're going to be celebrating Doctor Who Day, a day with the Daleks, this Saturday, July the 19th, starting at 11 a.m. over at Famous Faces and Funnies in Melbourne, Florida. We're going to get into more details with that. But just want to let you know, as the banner shows, we're going to be having Doctor Who Day again at Famous Faces and Funnies over at Melbourne, Florida, not Australia, which one of our fans accidentally called up. So we are going to be there. Again, it's going to be starting at 11 a.m. this Saturday, if you're watching live, this Saturday, July the 19th. So welcome there, folks. Welcome, welcome. And we have a special thing going on during the Who Knew News, which we'll talk about in just a moment. But let me go ahead and bring up the team as we go along. First of all, we're going to talk about the logo of the Reverend Amagon. Hello there.
Hello, and welcome to Spill the Geek Tea. I'm your host, the Reverend Amagon.
What's with the vampire stuff?
Wait a minute. This is not episode 1 again. No. I won't ever do episode 1 again. Never.
Good grief. Anyway, go ahead and bring up the chats for us there, Tom, and welcome. Of course, you can check out Tom and his friends over at Spill the Geek T1 on the YouTube channel. And speaking of which, let's bring up our next panelist, Sean, from Our Philosophy Is. Sean, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. Hello from the surface of the sun. I mean, the United States. How you guys doing?
Are you in Florida too?
No, I am on. As I said, it feels like I'm on the surface of the sun. It's just,
wait a minute. Where are you at? How are you in the surface of the sun?
You know what? My map here says I'm in Midwest United States, but when I go outside, everything is melting, so I don't know, but
totally
I'm here but like I said last week, I'm here with cool people, so we're gonna get through it. So
yeah, down here in Florida, it is almost like bipolar weather, because it just either it's raining or it is extremely sunny, or it is just gotten finished with the rain, and the sun that's beaten down on the asphalt has just been struck by the rain, and it is just a complete sauna. So you don't even need to go to the gym if you go outside, and after the rain has hit the pavement, after the sun has hit the pavement and the rain has hit it right after, you get yourself a free sauna right there, thanks to the asphalt. So
definitely.
Definitely. And without further ado, let's go ahead into the Who Knew News with Gadget. Gadget.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Really? You want to talk saunas?
Never going to let that picture down.
No. Well, you want to talk saunas? Come here to the Bronx. It's like we just had the 23rd Street, 28th Street, and all the subway stations looked like they had were flooded out and everything. One guy was joking like, okay, when did we get the typhoon from Japan and everything? It is literally like last night, and now you don't even notice it. It's like you didn't even think it rained last night and everything, but you did get the nice sauna that's in here and everything. So like you said, it is cheaper to just come to certain areas and you don't have to worry about paying that extra fee for a gym and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. You walk into my place, it's like, oh, goody, just come in for 10 minutes. You lose about 20 pounds of water weight. So speaking of everything that's going on in the news today, because there's a lot of water weight around certain things that have been going on, but we know here nor there about that.
Oh my.
We're just going to do other things today. We're going to talk about the thing that I was shocked about because you guys just told me about it because I didn't see it on the nominations, but it seems Doctor Who through Disney Plus, his webpage and everything, announced that they got a nomination for the 77th Emmy Awards.
Yes, they did.
And I am shocked because I wanted to have you guys hear it live, but they didn't put it on the thing. And I'm like, they announced all the actors, everything else, but they didn't announce this. So is it under sci-fi? Is it under kids? Because all they did was dramas and comedy. And I was like, where's the rest of the nominations? What happened to the Emmys with the rest of the nominations?
And the other thing is, cool. The nomination that it got, which is the surprising one.
Yeah.
I'm just like, go ahead, tell them.
For the Church on Ruby Road. That's out of all the episodes, that's the one episode. So that tells you something about the season.
Wait,
and everything.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Because that's the one with my insiders. When I just talked to somebody, said that they got nominated for the Church of Ruby Road.
Oh, I was the other one, the one with the Beatles.
Really?
Yeah, there was something else. Let me go ahead.
Yeah, find that one because my sources told me that one because they said that was the episode out of all of them.
Christian, are you talking about the best song for Dugadoo? That's the one, right? It's the best song.
We need to. Dugadoo. Yeah.
No, please.
That's enough for a Ramona does that to me every time I do a show.
I am throwing anybody off the show.
I want to stuff Dugadoo. Will anybody out there in the world, when you catch me at New York Comic Con, Anime NYC, or any other places, can I get a Dugadoo stuffed animal, please? You got pins, you got everything. I want a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
My friend is bringing me Lena Bell from Japan right now. I am like, you don't want to know what's behind here. You don't.
Rick, Shirley, you see what I got to work with here.
I just want a Happy Meal toy. That's all I want.
They're not good. It's Hello Kitty and Gundam.
No, I meant the American ones. I want the American ones.
Was there an
Yeah, I'm bringing it up right now.
But while we're finding that, we also have some really cool stuff. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So Doctor Who earns its first Emmy nomination, 62 years, in the category of choreography. It's a sci-fi show, folks, and it's getting nominated for choreography. I mean, best actor, best actor.
So maybe they got two and we don't know about it, but this is funny as hell.
I mean, cinematography. It's choreography for There's a Twist in the episode The Devil's Chord.
Wait, wasn't that 20? Oh, I guess that was 24, wasn't it?
24 into 25, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Okay.
If that, it's like Star Trek getting a thing for best musical. I'm just like, really? It bypassed all that. No acting, no directing, no actress, no writing, no producing, no best, cinematography, no best camera work or whatnot. We're going for choreography. So, okay.
Wasn't the choreographer an award winning in the UK? That's probably why, or something like that.
I have no idea, but this is from Super TV on their X, better known as Twitter.
It's the weather. Let's just call it the heat, the sun, and everything. Yeah.
I got to be honest with you guys, though. I mean, to be fair, that was a banger of a dance. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There's always a twist at the end. Like that dance did get down. So it's disappointing it was for a choreography, but I mean, if it's gotta be for something,
Yeah,
I didn't like that episode. I didn't like the episode, but the dance was great.
I quit. I really am quitting.
What alternate universe? They said the timelines are all messed up now and everything. If you look at it scientifically, that we've been having alternate universes anyway. So the Earth is moving into. So that would make sense. We have an alternate timeline. Like I said, the Doctor will wake up from a fever dream, and then we'll have the regular Doctor Who episodes, and everything. And stuff like that.
I'm trying to wake up from another fever dream, but that's another story. Okay. What else we got in the news?
Well, I know I sent you some pictures from Doctor Who magazine about they're back in action when we have Rose and the Ninth Doctor in now 12-hour long episodes for a big finish starting August 2025. So yeah, this is crazy that they're back in action. We get more episodes now, and let's see what happens. But right now they're breaking them down, and it's not even that far away. August is what, a couple of weeks away. And this is also part of the, is this the anniversary magazine? I just wanted to make sure, because there was one, they said they were going to talk to them about their past and everything. And yeah, this is the exclusive interview. So if you guys pick this up, you're going to get the exclusive interview about their collaboration and what happened and why and stuff. But I can't wait for the Big Finish on this one. Maybe this time I can understand Big Finish, because I don't know what it is. I just can't follow it the way I follow the show.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know some people have a hard time. Some people are good with it, but I still have a hard time with the audio. And I love audio dramas, but maybe because I'm not reading it as I'm listening to it, because that's how I do my audio dramas. I have the book and so because this is just, there's no script with it, maybe that's what's doing it. I mean, Big Finish, you want to add some scripts in there, verbatim words or anything, that would help.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So choreography and Nine and Rose are back. So yeah, health just froze over. So it's
did we go like, that's like the Jurassic Park, like when you were younger Jurassic Park was on, then all of a sudden you're a teenager Jurassic Park, now you're an adult and Jurassic Park is on. It's like, what did we do? Did the 90s ever leave? Did the 2000s? What happened?
90s never left.
Well, this is not. I'm happy
this is
to
2000.
see this. This is going to be good, because we get a chance to find out what happened. And hopefully they get to flesh out the characters. So I'm in the relationship. So I'm proud about that.
And that's the lightest news we have today and everything, because like I said, we're not selling anything. We're not dealing it with anything else. We are just literally giving happiness today.
Gotcha. And there's a couple things I want to bring up with Gadget. If you are on our YouTube channel exclusively, if you want to vote, you can go.
These are the weirdest. These are the weirdest things.
And just hit the go over to the polls, and we have a couple polls running up out there to check them out. The first one we're going to be discussing is Ncuti Gatwa coming out on the news and saying, "I'm getting old and my body was tired. That's why he left Doctor Who." So we asked the question: does anybody believe him? And not
after seeing the play that he was just in, I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Between Ernest and the other one, no.
Who are the 12% that actually voted for that? What is?
So we have three categories, and just in case you're listening to us on audio, 6% say they believe him. 6% said, "I'm not sure, but I'll take his word for it." And in a wrapping, 88% said, "We don't believe a word he's saying in that regard." So
no, Disney.
I mean, he's just in his 30s. I mean, his predecessor. Oh my goodness, it was Peter Capaldi's in his 50s, and he did at least 3 series, and he was going to conventions.
He said basically, he said his knee was given out. He was like, whatever. I still think allegedly they did him dirty. Because he still have extra episodes.
I'm sure that was the case. I mean, he couldn't say it, but I meant, like, for crying out loud, I think David Tennant had some back issues, and he still was able to do some.
Yeah, in the chair, when he was getting pulled up in the chair during that one with when they knocked 3 times with Wilford and the master and everything. That's the episode where he had his back injury, and they're pulling him up the chair thing, and he's like, "My back," and all that, when he was tied in that chair.
So what exactly did Ncuti say about him? Did he say he was getting too old, or did he say that, like... Yeah.
He was on BBC News. I think it was on a show on the BBC, and he was. They asked him flat out, "Why did you leave Doctor Who?" And quote unquote, he was referring, "I'm getting old and my body was tired."
My knees can't take running and all this stuff. Yeah,
he does embellish a little bit more into it, but he was just saying that he was going to, to reflect on that note. I'm just like, dude, aren't you like getting out of your 20s right now, for crying out loud?
In the 20s.
And you only did 2 seasons, and like one of them you weren't even in. I mean, like you were barely in. That was all Ruby Sunday. I'm just like, okay, whatever. So
I can't really speculate. I mean, I guess I can only take his word for it. I mean, maybe he just feels like he's too old personally.
He's gonna be 33 on October 15th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was worn out. They made him do a bunch of stuff. But anyway, that's just my take. I'm not part of the news. I'm gonna go back in my corner.
Also in the Who Knew News, Doctor Who's leaving on July 31st. We also found out that this includes all 13 episodes, all 13 seasons, I'm sorry, I should say. And Torchwood will be leaving earlier on July 26. We just asked our audience to see, has Doctor Who ever gotten a Peabody Award? I don't think so, Bill.
No.
Not that I can think of.
I know they got awards in England, but not, yeah.
I was just asking our audience to see if anybody was watching on Max, and 21% of our audience said, yeah, they do watch Classic New Who on HBO Max. 71% said no. And one person I just threw in the category. I have Max, but don't watch Doctor Who on it. It's okay.
8%.
I didn't think anyone was going to pick it, but they did out there. And our final poll for this week, while we're waiting on The War Between the Land and the Sea and New Who, what are you currently doing to get your Doctor Who fix? 34% say they are watching Classic Who, which are referring to Hartnell and McGann. 31% saying they're watching Classic New Who from Eccleston to Whittaker, which ends the BBC run, I should say before the streaming service, and 7% are watching Disney Plus New Who. And here's an interesting one. Like I said, I throw in a weird one just to see how it goes. Taking a break from Doctor Who, 28%.
To see how close it got.
They're just like, no, we're not even watching Doctor Who. We're going to do something else. And yeah, that's part of almost the trifecta. That kind of. What do you think, Tom?
That's what I would have voted for if I remembered you had a poll up.
Taking a break from
Doctor Who.
Okay.
That's the toys and collecting is one thing because that's what I do. But and the books, which.
San Diego Con is still doing the unit experiment for the Black Archives and everything with the tie-in, but there's still not much said about the War Between the Land and the Sea. It's like
it's quiet out there.
It's
dying. A Pac-Man Cafe right now at the San Diego Comic Con. I wish I was there instead of
for a war. It is just quiet. It's like nothing's happening. I don't hear a word.
I think there was a tie-in. That's the problem. I think there was a tie-in, and because the show ended early, they go, "Oops, we got to scrap some of these episodes."
It's a war where they never fired a single episode.
Right.
Exactly.
It looks like a love story between a fish. It looks like Little Mermaid, fish and a guy. Yeah, love story.
The Shape of Water.
That's it.
And just to add to wrap this up before we bring in our special guest, we have 67,788 as the moment of this recording. Thank you all so much for subscribing. If we get to 100K. Gadget has promised to come down and visit us.
I'm gonna fight somebody. We're gonna fight somebody to get down there because I'm going. I got to see these guys, and I have to bring Squishy.
So thank you so much for all of you who have supported us. And as part of the Who Knew News, we're going to be bringing on. Oh, let me go ahead and then push the button. Well, I'm going to push this button.
Yes.
And here's all the team, and we want to bring in a special guest. Her name is Shirley Hott. She's been, if you've seen her. Wow, you just disappeared and came back up. So, is that my Wi-Fi going wacky? Okay. It is my Wi-Fi going wacky. Okay.
What?
So, yeah, my Wi-Fi thingy is like at 1% or so, like the third smallest thing. So, Tom, you know what to do if something should happen. No, don't stop the show. I mean,
switch the banners.
Switch the banner, whatever. So we want to introduce Shirley Hott. She runs the Pandora restaurant in New York. I'll let her explain it. Let me go ahead and bring her on here. So everybody, let's welcome Shirley Hott. How you doing, Shirley? Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a little humid here in New York. It looks like my camera lens is a little foggy. I'm sorry about that.
You could have just lied and said you were in another dimension. Or
I'm trying to break through.
Okay. So Shirley, explain to us what's going on. Tell us a little bit about the Pandora restaurant for people who may not be familiar with it, just to get our team up to speed.
Okay, so we are an hour north of New York. You can catch the train out of Grand Central and it'll come straight to Beacon, New York, where we're located. We had our 11th anniversary 2 weeks ago. 7/7/25 was our anniversary. We were here since 2014. We're a Doctor Who themed restaurant. We have a full menu. We cater to gluten-free and vegans and vegetarians. We are completely filled with Doctor Who themed decor. Our servers and staff are very proficient in Doctor Who. We're all big fans. And sometimes we run special events. We've gotten quite a few of the actors up here for dinner or afternoon tea. And maybe one day we'll see one of you.
Gravy. And how long have you been running in that restaurant now?
Well, I mean, I started in the restaurant in 2001, but I changed it to Doctor Who in 2014. So it's been 11 years since it's actually been the Pandora restaurant. Before that, it was the Cup and Saucer Tea Room.
Now, let me go ahead and put everybody, if you want to check it out for yourself, I'm putting the link for the Pandora restaurant into the chat. Now, what's been going on recently, Shirley, that you want to tell our audience about?
Yeah, it's been very heavy lately. I had a scheduled building inspection, fire inspection, and it seems that all the equipment that I've had from 2001 is now outdated and not to code. So I have been tasked with getting new equipment and bringing everything in the restaurant up to code. I'm still open. I have a short time slot to get started on all the new things that I have to do, including freezers, refrigerators, ovens. I have to get a grease trap, which I never knew I needed. I have to get a hood vent, which is the biggest of all the expenses, is to get a hood vent in, which when I opened the restaurant, because we were very small and only had a little electric stove, we didn't need. But times have changed, and so have codes, and I'm totally understand that this has to be done. Unfortunately, I am not in the position to do that, so I have started a GoFundMe to help the restaurant stay open, and I have to say my first round of donations, which have been local, and my customers have been so generous. It's been overwhelming how much we made in just, it's coming up to a week, I think. Wait, it started on the 3rd. Today is 14th, so 15th. So yeah, almost 2 weeks. And we already have $5,000.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And how much do you need?
It's for, I asked people, I said, if you don't have it, please just share the fundraiser. I understand in these times how difficult it is to even support us. But we got a lot of $10 donations, $25 donations, very generous people with $50, $100, and $200 donations. I never ever expected that. I was thinking more like volume of $5 donations would get us there. But at this point, yeah, we're doing well, but it's kind of hit a like going on a diet. We plateaued a little bit.
So I know that too well.
Yeah, so I have to reinvigorate and get it out. And for me, this is probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, because I am not someone who likes to ask for help.
Too bad there aren't restaurants out there that can donate their, like, even though they're up to code, like if they're reinventing their locations, could donate their brand new stuff. Like that, it could be like maybe updated to the code you need for now until you can afford it and everything.
Absolutely, yeah. I will I will take almost anything that will fit into the things that are needed for the restaurant. So yeah, if anybody's out there that has something that they would like to contribute, even if it's not financial, get in touch with me. You can contact me through the website. We do have a contact through the website, and I'm just I'm a little down about it. I'm up and down because I'm a little down because of all the situation going on with the restaurant, and maybe if I can't raise enough, I will have to close, because I will not be able to, get the codes get done. But I'm also up and excited because
So you're going to be on hiatus like the show.
I'll be a
hiatus. You're not going to close. You're going to be on hiatus.
Well, hiatus is permanent when you have to pay rent to someone else.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But my excitement is because the next event that we're having in August is going to be Carol Ann Ford. So we're having Susan, the doctor's granddaughter, here, and my very, very first companion. So that's really exciting. So I go in waves of, my first companion may be my last event, and that's not how I want to think, but the mind just goes. So so I'm asking for people to please, if they cannot donate, then just to at least share the fundraiser. We have a global following. Many we've had, it's just they just don't see it. Algorithms, I'm putting it out, but algorithms have their way of not putting it far enough. So sharing's the way to go, and I appreciate that very much.
And I hope everything works out for you. And let me say this to our audience: I'm going to put down $25 for the Traveling TARDIS towards your GoFundMe. Now, I apologize, people. It is a big link, so if you are having, I will make sure that I put it throughout the chats, and I'll try to put it in the description below so that people can pull it up and contribute as well. Shirley, just tell us a little bit about the history that people may not know, because you've had some big celebrities over there.
Oh my goodness, yes. My very, very first celebrity was Caitlin Blackwood, who played Little Amelia Pond. So we had her in 2018, and she was so sweet, shy and sweet. She celebrated her birthday with us. She ate fish fingers and custard, the dessert version. Not really, I guess, courageous enough to go for the real fish, but whatever. But we had a really good time with her. We really did. And then I think, who was my second? I think John Davey. You guys know John Davey.
Yes.
John Davey plays an awful lot of the monsters. And
he's all the monster men.
Yeah, he's the monster man. And he's done over 40, probably at this point, 45 or 50. I can't even keep up with him anymore. Of the monsters on the show. He's a wonderful guy. He's a lot of fun. He did a presentation on how everything was behind the scenes and everything. And with all of these events, they are food events. So we do like a complete dinner, or we did for Paul McGann. We did an afternoon tea, which everybody, Paul McGann amazed me. We had scheduled that event from 4 to 7 on a Thursday evening, really. But he came straight from the airport from New York City up to Beacon, and he got there at 3, and he wanted tea. Good English, which I have. But he drank a couple of large pots of tea and had the zoomies. So my plan for the afternoon event was to show his movie for those that either had not seen it or wanted to be refreshed, watching it again. And we would enjoy little sandwiches and desserts and everything associated with afternoon tea. He could relax and do that. And then afterwards, we would have a little panel and questions and answers and whatever. That's not what happened. I put the movie on. Guests arrived. They all sat down. I put the movie on, and he got up and he went from table to table and sat with each table for like 5 or 10 minutes, just chatting with them. By the time he was done, nobody was watching the movie. Even if they hadn't seen it, they still hadn't seen it. And he was just so generous with his time and so warm. He just went from table to table. The event that was supposed to be from 4 to 7 went from 3 to 9. And we all had such a great time. It was so much fun. And Sylvester was another one. He did something similar. His event was a dinner event. And again, it was going to be a Q&A, having dinner and stuff. But as you see, he was going from table to table, telling jokes, and playing spoons on customers and dancing with a couple of girls, that got up and he played spoons and was dancing with them. Yeah, it's fun. Our events are very, very intimate. We are small. For Sylvester, I had to squeeze in more tables, and we had like 42 people come. Normally, we hold about 35, 37. But yeah, we pushed it. We pushed it because people wanted to come. And it seems that with Carol Ann, that the same thing is happening. I put them out on sale through my subscribers. I have an email form that you can fill out and become a subscriber to the Pandorica. And I will send out an email of events and things that are going on at the most once a month. Nothing, you're not going to get them bombarded. But you do have the advantage of finding out these events before I make it public. So I waited 4 days before I made it public. But by that time, I was almost half sold out just from my subscriber list. So the actual event has only been on Facebook now since, I think it was Saturday I posted it. So yeah, it's going to be another sellout. And yeah, Paul and Sylvester and Caitlin and now Carol Ann. Last year we had Annette Badland, who played the female Slitheen in Eccleston era, and she, another sweetheart. We even had an Outlander contingent come and join us for dinner because she was also an Outlander as Mrs. Fitz, the cook. So
a lot of Doctor Who went from there to Outlander.
Yeah. So, is there a link, just in case, because I want to show people your website, so because I want to go over the menu real fast. Well, the PandoricaRestaurant.com, is that a place where they could also find the GoFundMe link?
Yeah, everything is there. The menu is there. The gallery is there to see photos, which are mostly on Instagram, which is also the Pandorica Restaurant. And the events are there. It's all there. You can pick and choose.
And this is the menu. This is the menu, and you can get things like fish fingers and custard, Gallifreyed potato pancakes. One I'm very interested in is Bill Potts cheesy chips. That sounds good.
Satan's Pit of Pierogies, one of my favorites.
Yes, Satan's Pit of Pierogies. So that's a good one out there. And Rory Williams Roman Centurion Caesar salad. Of course, it's got to be good one out there. Yes. So just look at all this tasty stuff. So, I mean, if you're in the area, you can go over to the Pandorica Restaurant in New York and just help her out by, being in the restaurant and just checking out all this delicious food out there. So, and what's the mailing address, by the way? I forgot.
The mailing address is 165 Main Street, Beacon, New York, 12508.
Now, I'm hoping we're starting a trend here because just a moment ago, Tom, if you want to pull that up, our very own Mark, our own Candyman, he's contributed $10 that I'm going to be paying to you. It's £10, so I don't know what the conversion is yet, but let's just because my brain is dead, let's go for 35. I'm submitting to you since he sent that over as a gift. So $35 at least until I find out how much $10 really is coming to the Pandorica through the GoFundMe.
And so I just put it on my LinkedIn and X pages.
Yes. So if you can get out the word, please help. This is a terrific restaurant, and one of the reasons why it should keep going because I haven't been yet. So
I live in New York, and I've been trying to get her to hug her.
I would come up if you can. Come up for an event. You'll love it.
And Beacon, I don't think is that far from me.
I did want to ask your restaurant. Do you guys? Does the Beeb ask you guys to license that, or how does that work?
No, when I originally started, I did it because my neighborhood had changed so much. We had a lot of city people coming up, a lot of Brooklyn had moved up, and I had a Victorian tea room, which was not quite their style. They were looking for more contemporary kinds of tea rooms, chrome and pine. I was very dark and tablecloths and flowers. And lace and things like that. So I decided that I was going to upgrade, regenerate, if you want to say. And I have a lot of things that I love, and tea and Doctor Who are pretty much on the same par. So I thought I would just turn the restaurant into a Doctor Who themed restaurant, because the stature of some of the building is very TARDIS-like. So it reminded me of the show, and I said, I'm going to do it. And I had some wonderful help from artists and prop creators, and who all volunteered and just did it for their love of the show. And and that's how it sprung up. I was going to do it just a little bit, and a lot of people started coming in and saying, you should do more. We love Doctor Who. So I did more. But originally it was supposed to be just for the neighborhood. I was not planning on going as wide as I did. It went viral on Reddit. And from what I understand, was 3 days on the front page. And then we started to have 2.5-hour lines outside the door. And then started asking me, well, what about the BBC? And I'm like, I don't know. I put disclaimers on my page. That's the best I could do, was put disclaimers on my page saying I'm not associated with them. You know, but we did have an article in Anglophenia, I think the name is, and when Capaldi and Jenna Coleman and Stephen Moffat were in New York right before his starting to be the Doctor, his season, somebody had handed them a menu, and the menu is the outside is created to look like River Song's Diary. So they opened the menu, they looked at it, and each one of them made comments about it. And Stephen Moffat said, "Oh wow, that's fantastic! That's great! I wrote that. That's incredible!" You know, and that's full approval. And I was happy with that. But yeah, I've even got the little newspaper clippings on my website too.
I like the fact that you have an actual recipe for Jim the Fish. I don't know how to take I'm kind of worried about it now. So.
I want to know what you would have done for the new season with Nashuti and all the others. Like, what would you have done? Like a Ruby Sunday or something like that?
I also blend tea. So I also have a Ruby Sunday tea. No, I have a Cherry Sunday tea. I have a Ruby Sunday brownie sundae, and I have a Cherry Sunday ice cream float. So
nice.
I was thinking with the twist. Do something with the twist. You know what I mean? Do like bread twists. Get it with a twist.
What's that stupid song from the Interstellar?
Oh, the Cockatoo.
Yeah. Can you cook one of those for me?
Yeah, do a Duckadoo dish. A
Duckadoo dish. I'll have to ask my server, Renee. She's brilliant. She's amazing. And her favorite thing in the whole wide world is the Duckadoo song. So
you guys make me hungry with all that stuff.
In August, and we always go together. I'm close with my stuff, so we go together, we room together. And her ribbons are going to be the Duckadoo. We use Duckadoo in her ribbons, so that'll be fun.
Surely we're going to wrap.
Convention. It's Long Island Who. So if you're in New York,
that's right.
Yeah, you've been with them, I think, haven't you? You've seen that.
I haven't been to New York for Doctor Who. Let me put it that way. Not at all. I haven't seen LI Who or anything like that.
I think they had a proxy.
Who is fantastic.
I know.
It's Who-centric. You know,
so money. Anyway, folks, please, if you want to help support, first of all, if you want to check it out, the PandoricaRestaurant.com. Here's their website. Shirley says that there is a link to their GoFundMe if you want to help them out. If you want to do what Mark did, put it in the chats. If you want to put it into the
I put in my LinkedIn and Twitter. I put it on.
Just spread the word. If you want to put in a super chat, I'll make sure I increase the donation by whatever you super chat us to Shirley. Shirley, you're more than welcome to stay, but we're going to be going over to Rick Shea. We're going over to Rick Shea. Yeah, sorry. We're going to be going.
I really do. I appreciate the help and the support that everyone's been giving me.
That's what we want to do here. That's what when we have when we can get a chance and we want to get the name out and we get with the audience that we have, we're hoping people along the way can help out, especially fellow Whovians. And you've helped out with the show before, so we're returning the favor here. So there you go. So without further ado, folks, we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we return, we're going to talk to Shea from Famous Faces and Funnies. We're going to be talking about Doctor Who Day over there, taking place July 19th. Surely you're more than welcome to stay and check out what's going to be going on. When we return, please continue to stay logged on, tune in, and...
Are you a movie nerd? Do you collect VHS, DVDs, CDs, records, and so much more? Are you looking for clothing from 1940s to 2000s? Do you need cosplay or themed outfits? Come to Ducky's Vintage. We have it all for all budgets, located at the Oviedo Mall right off of the 417. Ducky's Vintage for those born in the wrong decade.
I'm author Mark Muncy.
And I'm author Erica Lance.
And this is Eerie Travels.
Greetings, travelers. Join us as we travel through folklore, myths, monsters, legends, and dark history.
Now, we'll be your guide to the spooky side of reality as we discuss cryptids, paranormal, and all things preternatural.
Sometimes we find the truth is way scarier than fiction.
We're on twice a week on your favorite podcast platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and YouTube.
We have amazing guests from all of the areas of the strange and unusual, including witnesses, investigators, and more.
Yeah, with Erica's curiosity and ridiculous array of pop culture and true crime knowledge.
And Mark's decades of experience diving into folklore and the legends with the truth that's behind them.
Yeah, so join us, travelers, as we take you to the edge of reality, and we'll see you on the other side.
I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now unread, because you've already said those words that switch my heart to dead from loving you. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing clothes. The spell stays unspoken, a dark silhouette of a moth man, and I'm broken. Right down, I didn't listen to that voicemail or TikTok that story you sent. Don't you reel me in to get me back.
Hello, I'm Sadie Miller, and this is the legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
Don't forget, you can get your own bottle of Kitchen Killer's barbecue sauce. That's right. Shirley, we actually have a sponsor that's barbecue sauce. So talking about restaurants and stuff, we have it, and we're going to be providing it at the next venue that we're going to be talking about in just a moment, July 19th, over at Famous Faces and Funnies. But if you want to get it now, or if you're not be in the Florida area and you just want to get yourself a bottle, right here, email kitchenkillers@gmail.com. Don't forget to give them the promo code TARDIS for 10% off all your purchases. So it's totally worth it. I went to we sold out everything over at Space Coast Comic-Con. We had an entire box, sold it out within moments, and people were loving it. So we're going to be presenting that over at Famous Faces and Funnies. But without further ado, let me go ahead and bring on the man.
One thing before you do it,
yeah.
I just retweeted on X the link, right?
Yeah.
I've got 3 people who just retweeted it. One is in the UK, and I don't know the other 2 if they're legit pages, but Castle Green and what is her name also? There's Victoria Meehan and Kaylee Tobin have just retweeted this 3 times.
Okay, so we're getting the word out. We're getting the word out there, and then we're going to be definitely tweeting it, putting it on our Facebook page, and putting it everywhere on our social media.
Show and everything. They gave a heart and everything, the 3 of them.
So
yeah.
Let's do it. It's for a great cause. This restaurant has been taking care of Whovians for so long. And Shirley has been a wonderful panelist when she's been on here during her time. And we're just paying back. We're paying it forward, Shirley. So I hope everything goes well out there. But
and on LinkedIn, Stephen Garrett Sr. just replied. He's retweeting it as well on LinkedIn.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I didn't know how to do it on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn. I just didn't know how to do it on LinkedIn.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm on LinkedIn. I have no idea what to do with LinkedIn.
Exactly.
So you're getting there. You're getting there.
I can't even keep up with the social media. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and I can't even keep up with those three.
So let's see what happens in 24 hours. What we get, you know?
Yeah.
Well, without further ado, folks, first of all, I just want to give an apology because we were supposed to have the Daleks of Florida. We're still hoping that they'll be on later tonight during our show, but they will definitely be over at Famous Faces and Funnies this Saturday at 11 a.m. on the 19th of July. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome the owner, operator, creator, Mr. Rick. Am I pronouncing it right, Rick Shea? Or is it Shea? Oh, no audio, my friend.
Weird.
Now it's working.
You're good now. You're good now.
Now it's not working.
Sorry. Is this better now?
You're fine. You're fine. I think it's Rick Shea, right?
Yeah, it's Rick Shea. You got it.
Yeah. Rick, tell us a little bit about Famous and Funnies and about the comic book store, because this thing is amazing. This place is just, when I first went in there, I was just like, yeah, you got a new place. It's pretty big. I'm just like thinking, you ever seen the normal comic book shops around? They're just, tiny and I'm not dissing them, because a lot of our friends are out there, especially Infinite Mushroom and all those guys. We support them. But then I came to your place and I was saying, you know what, we could fit Daleks in here. And next thing I know, we're talking and just like, I guess we're going to bring Daleks in here. So tell us, first of all, Rick, about Famous Faces and Funnies and what goes on over there. And you had 2 locations, right?
That's correct. Our main location has been in business 31 years here in Melbourne, Florida, serving Brevard with all sorts of cool stuff. We have over 300,000 back issues, over 50,000 novels, over 15,000 toys, and about almost 5,000 different pops in stock. So a whole lot of stuff in 10,000 square feet. We just recently, in this last year, bought this building. So we're going to be paying it off for a while, but we're happy to have all this room to spread out and really, really show off more toys and comics, and every day getting new people in buying Doctor Who comics and graphic novels and all sorts of stuff. There really is something for everybody here. So we're just happy to have so many young readers kind of get into comics for the first time, and we just love, seeing new people get excited reading through comics.
And my goodness, when you talk about, somebody had mentioned using the term warehouse, I'm not joking for you, because first of all, when I came over to Famous Faces and Funnies, I was like, well, we have room for Daleks, and yeah. This is huge. You have, first of all, what is your passion for comic books? Where did that all start off? And finally you say to yourself, I'm going to build a store by this. I'm going to run my own comic book store. What's your passion? And I guess, what is your geek cred?
I've been selling comics since I was 13 years old. Before Famous Faces, there was 2 other stores that I worked at when I was 13, just helping out at 2 other local stores, and then eventually Famous Faces and Funnies. Jumped in there within a few weeks. Basically, I was managing the store and doing all the ordering. I bought the store from the previous owner in 2006, but I've literally worked there since we started 31 years ago in 1994. And it's just been exciting to see it grow. It's definitely had its ups and downs, and there's times with the comic industry where it's gotten harder to navigate all the distributors. We now have 31 different distributors, which is a lot different than when it was just 5 or 6 different distributors to get stuff from. But it's changed so much, and we just roll with the punches. I've grown from a tiny, store that was 800 square feet when we first started, really, Famous Faces, to now 10,000 square feet with so much more room to spread out and show off more stuff. So yeah, so just lucky to have a community that supports a shop like ours, and we love what we do. I've got an incredible staff that just loves comics and loves toys and loves basically all this nerdy stuff that everyone's into. And it's cool that nerd culture has basically become pop culture, where, when I was a kid, it was like only a few people I knew at school really were into comics. And now it's like everyone's into these characters, of course, with just how popular the Marvel movies and DC movies and all this, anime, just everything is blown up, and it's awesome. It's like you're looked at as an oddball if you're not into this stuff now compared to 20, 30 years ago. It's like, oh wait, that that person's into nerdy stuff. It's like, now wait, you're not into this nerdy stuff, you're missing out. So it's definitely how much pop culture has become nerd culture, and how new people are, feel. We do our best to make sure new people feel welcome. Almost every day, new people come in and go, "Hey, I want to get into Nightwing or Batman or this character or whatever," and we do our best to just point them in the right direction, give them the right jumping on point. We often say, read this. If you don't love it, you got a money back guarantee. And maybe once every like 6 months, someone goes, "Oh, this wasn't feed." So, maybe twice a year, 3 times a year, we return a book and go, "Okay, no problem if it wasn't your thing. But if we know you like Invincible, we're going to guide you to the next book that you're going to enjoy or whatever." So, worked out real well.
Now, what's your geek cred? I mean, what do you geek out to as far as comics and as far as any genre is concerned out there?
I mean, I love all sorts of comics. I've always been a more DC guy. I love Legion of Superheroes. Teen Titans are my characters. I've always loved those characters. But honestly, I've read a little bit of everything. And I love cheesy horror movies. The bigger the better. I'm all about low budget cheesy horror as much as anyone can be, and just into a little bit of everything. So it's been exciting, passing that knowledge and passion onto a new audience. And just when someone comes in and goes, "Oh, I really like this book," okay, well, if you like this book or this show, this is what we recommend you check out. And that's really, really paid off on just having this much inventory to make sure we literally have something for everyone. It's very hard for someone to walk into a store and go, "I couldn't find anything I wanted," so that's our goal.
So we got a special going on this Saturday when the Daleks premiere is 10% off of books and comics, Doctor Who books and comics. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, we. I wish we had more Doctor Who merchandise, but we definitely have a solid amount of Doctor Who graphic novels, single issues, and a few actual novels. So we carry a good mix of stuff. But yeah, we're happy to give a 10% discount on anything Doctor Who related, as we're really excited about the day with the Daleks, and we think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it'll be a great chance to kind of interact with other Doctor Who fans and talk about what you're passionate about in the world of Doctor Who.
Definitely. And I noticed you have the Doctor Who magazine, and we got a copy here. Got a copy here. And just to reiterate, this is the copy I wanted to get, especially because we're in it. Not for the reasons why we want to be in it, because we did have
I was just going to ask him if he has extra copies and everything. I'll buy a bunch.
We have, let's... unfortunately, just for folks who are not familiar with this, I think it's the May edition. For the Remembering Dorian, our good friend Simon Fisher Becker. We get a mention in there because he was one of our panelists on the show. So I've always thought it would be cool to be part of something we did in Doctor Who magazine, but not the way I wanted to get into the magazine, and miss Simon out there. But definitely you can get magazines. You can also get comic books out there, and it's all 10% off while the Daleks is out there. So the sale's good while the Daleks are roaming around the store. And it is taking place 3540 West New Haven Avenue in Melbourne, Florida. It will be from July 19th for one day only. It's free admission, free parking. It starts at 7. It starts at 11 a.m. And not sure how long the Daleks are going to be. They told us between 3 and.
Will they be ringing the people up for their orders?
5 and 7. Hey, we don't know what the dogs are going to do, but with all the space that they can crawl around in.
Yeah, just put a QR code on them. There you go. Happy sale.
Who knows? They may be chasing you to get you to buy a book out there.
Mm-hmm.
So Rick, when I told you about this idea, what did you think? And I was like, were you like, is he for real? Is he going to bring Daleks to my store?
We're about it. I mean, I think it's exciting. We definitely want to do more interactive stuff. We have a monthly kids club where every time we have different activities, we just had a special guest who had a local creator that had his book published called DC Dave. Really, really cool. All ages friendly book. And we did an activity centered around that. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, we have a monthly kids club. We have a round table where we just excited about. We also have a manga maniacs run more events like this, just like a special Doctor Who day or like focused on Transformers, Pokemon, whatever. The cool thing about having this much room is being able to spread out and have tables set up and just run events like this. So we're excited. It's been a long time since we've had this much room to spread out. So it's definitely coming together real well, and it's been fun so far.
Is there a comic book or genre that you're trying to expand into as far as your store is concerned?
I mean, we definitely carry a little bit of everything. Like manga has grown so much these last few years. It's been wild how many new people are coming in and picking up anime merchandise, and especially just manga. But yeah, I mean, we have between 50,000 graphic novels and 300,000 single issue comics. It's exciting every day. Someone comes in and goes, "I didn't know there were comics of not only of course Doctor Who, but Invaders Zim and Stimpy or Married with Children or whatever it is." It could be the weirdest thing that someone goes, "Oh man, I had no idea they made this." And they're happy to pick it up. So having more spotlight sections to show that stuff off has definitely led to a lot more back issue sales and just more even going, "Oh, that was great. I actually read this comic based on Magic the Gathering. I really enjoyed it. Let me come back and buy." So it's been really exciting just having more room to show more stuff off, and it's led to a big increase in back issue sales, which we have no shortage of stuff to sell there.
And they could actually purchase comics from you online. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, we definitely do a lot of we do Facebook Live sales with our Facebook page. We've been doing Facebook Live sales all the way since 2018. At one point, we were doing 7 or 8 a week. It was crazy. Just really, really wild. And you can find us on Whatnot every Wednesday and every Friday, and then we're on eBay Live as well. But yeah, we're everywhere at FFF Comics. Since our very long name of Famous Faces and Funnies, is a little long. So FFF Comics, you can find us on our social media all over the place. And we're just lucky to have an audience that supports us, not just locally, of course, but we do $10 flat rate shipping. So if you buy a bunch of pops or a bunch of toys, Doctor Who graphic novels or comics, we'll be happy to pack it all up for you, $10 flat rate, even if it's going to cost us a bit more than that, just to make sure everyone feels like they've got a good deal. We're always happy to, dig around for you and go, "Oh, you want to see this?" Or all the Adam Hughes covers, or J. Scott Campbell, or Rose Besh. We're happy to find stuff for people. We bend over backwards to make sure you get what you're looking for.
That is awesome. Now, just if you want to check out everything that's going on with Rick, you can go to famousfacesandfunnies.com, and you can check out also his Facebook site. And we're going to be making an offer over at Famous Faces and Funnies. We're going to be giving out, if you subscribe to all 3 of our medias, which is the Daleks of Florida, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, and Famous Faces and Fun, we're going to be giving out a free gift to everybody who subscribes to all 3 of our channels. So there you go. And all you have to do is, and then again, the admission's free. There are no tickets, so the parking's free. So come on over this Friday, July 19th at 11 a.m. And to give you just a taste of what's going to be taking place, let me go ahead and bring in the Daleks. Don't use the axe on it. I'm not trying to give her any ideas. And that's just a bit. I don't know if we're going to have the sand guys out there, but we're definitely going to have people in cosplay, and we welcome you to cosplay out there because we're going to try to have a cosplay contest at the last hour that the Daleks are going to be there. So you definitely want to hang out at the further end of the store, and don't forget if you have a geekdom that's not necessarily in Doctor Who, Rick has it out there. I mean, he's got I'm sure you got everything out there. from what I can see.
A little bit of everything. You got it.
A little bit of everything. So, Rick, is there anything that you want to tell our audience maybe that we didn't get to that you want to describe, talk about Famous Faces and Funnies?
I mean, I think we covered the basics, but yeah, we're just always happy to see new people finding us here in on New Haven. We're only a few minutes from 95. We're about 3 minutes from 95 and about 2 minutes from our old store. Space gives room to show off all the cool things we're excited about and passionate about, and no matter what it is you're into, whether you're a novice or a longtime collector, we really try and carry a bit of something for everybody and make sure leaves and feel like they got a good value for their dollar. So yeah, no shortage of stuff to see, and we're always happy to do a lot of things like we do want lists. So if you're like, hey, I want to be in for this series, or I want anytime you get merchandise in, for example, Doctor Who pops, if you get them in through a collection, let me know, and we're always happy to call or text people in that order and let them know when something comes in, run it by them. They're never obligated to buy it, but at least this way we've got a first person to run it by, and if they don't want it, goes to the next person and so on. And then if not, we just put it out for whoever grabs it. But yeah, we kind of bend over backwards to make sure everybody feels like their business is valued here, and that's what's led us to 31 years in this business in the area. So very thankful for all the support and just to get to this level.
Not only that, you have. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I was just saying, and did I understand correctly? Just again, did you say there's going to be a cosplay contest? Is that what you said?
Yes. We're hoping to have a cosplay contest.
You're going to have a plane, aren't you, Sean?
Are you coming out, Sean? Is that why?
You know what? If I could, I would definitely be there because it sounds like it's going to be a blast. That's just seeing the video. I mean, I don't know how I would react seeing a Dalek in person. I have no idea. I'd probably run away like a Looney Tunes character. I don't know.
Trust me, when
back in action, right?
when I first saw a Dalek, I was like, I don't know how to react to this. I have no idea what I'm going to do. So yeah, I did what you said. I walked away. I was just like, I didn't know what to do at first.
You would be one of the people in those RTD episodes that's just standing in the road like, it's a Dalek, and then they're like, exterminate.
Yeah. I would be off first within the first 5 seconds.
I go get a weapon to fight with it. I go to get the plunger and go fight with it.
No, I'd be standing there in peril, and the world would turn negative. That's what happened.
Now, we do apologize. Unfortunately, the Dalek builders weren't able to come on tonight, so we're going to go ahead and call it a night. But we want to thank everybody for coming out here. We want to thank Rick from Famous Faces and Funnies. We want to thank Shirley, and we wish her the best to get the Pandora restaurant up and running again. Yeah, all of our love and prayers for that. And Shirley, did you have any final thoughts before we call it a night?
No, I'm just very grateful. I'm just grateful. I can't say more than that for everybody who's helping, everybody who's pitching in, everybody who's supporting the restaurant. I mean, Whovians, like the Doctor, have two hearts, and it shows. It shows.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Rick, did you have any further or last minute words to tell our audience?
No. Here, and thanks for having me, and we're excited to be part of the Day of the Daleks on Saturday, July 19th. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, and I can't wait. I just want to see the craziness that's going out over there. It's going to be insane. I know that for a fact. And don't forget our sponsors, Kitchen Killers Barbecue Sauce. You can purchase your own bottle, and we're going to have some bottles out there this Saturday over at Famous Faces and Funny, $14 a bottle, and it is the Kitchen Killer sauce. We'll be giving out free samples out there, and don't forget, you are coming out, for those of you who want to join us at Doctor Who Day, a day with the Daleks, over at Famous Faces and Funnies in Melbourne, Florida. The Daleks are coming July 19th at 11 a.m. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week. I have no idea what we're going to be doing, but we'll be back next week. We were talking about reviewing some Big Finish, and there's a lot of stuff coming out over here, especially this August with Nine and Rose coming back. That's going to be an amazing thing. And I know for a fact that I think the first episode of Jodie's appearance back for our first episode in Big Finish is the vampire story, but we're going to be doing that closer to Halloween because we want to make that part of that part of that moment out there.
Mhm.
Anybody else have any last minute words before we go ahead and wrap up the show tonight?
Just I'm going to be at the conventions. I'm going to be at, like I said, the Bronx Comic Con August 2nd, Anime NYC from the 21st through the 24th of August. September, I'm doing nothing except babysitting the house. My nephew is actually graduating, so my parents are going to his graduation. And I will be in October, New York Comic Con. I think it's October 9th through the whatever days. It's during the Columbus Day and stuff. But otherwise, guys, if you see me around and I have the TARDIS, come get your pictures and everything, and pick up the books on lulu.com, Copley Newcastle Journey, and the unofficial D&D guide for kids and adults. You know what I mean? It's basically right now the only income I might have. I think we still can't find a job. So I'm hoping you guys are out there enjoying stuff. And remember, be kind and get both sides of the story.
And Chris, you said that link to the GoFundMe is probably going to be in the channel description, right? That's one more
thing.
I want to ask.
Yes.
We're going to add it to the channel description. It's going to be
video description. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be added to the video description. We're also going to be putting it on our on all of our social media platforms. We're going to put it on Twitch, wherever we can post. We're going to go ahead and get it out there. I'll put it on my personal, and Shirley's got $35 or at least 10 British pounds and 25 real, whatever the hell that translates into. That's coming your way, Shirley, to help you out with that restaurant out there. And well, while you were talking, Sean, where can people find you?
People can find me at YouTube at Our Philosophy Is, and I have the big old rainbow logo on my channel. I cover some nerdy stuff, increasingly Doctor Who content, although I've been doing that for quite a while. If you want to hear me talk about geeky stuff in a queer-friendly space, then head over to my channel. As I said before, am going English, right? As I said before, I'm going over all of the episodes from the Troughton era, and I'm trying to review them all. He was in approximately 9 million stories, so I have a while to go. But, you know, I'm going through it. So if you are interested in that, head over there.
And I've actually saved the best for last because just in case that Tom wants to go through the chats, this is the first time producing. He did an excellent job for the show. So thank you so much, Tom, or at least producing while I was hosting. Was there any chats that you wanted to go over, or are we all good for tonight?
Since I was co-hosting with Dave, I'm now producing here. I just want to, in general terms, thank you for all our viewers making your comments, because without you, we wouldn't have a show. Also, it's Spill the Geek Tea. Excuse me. So, of course, Ramona. See what's good. Ramona with her Duggadoo thing. Nico Bat. We have Dan popped in here. Billy, thank you for popping in there. There's Dan. Good evening, Dan. Of course, we had the Candy Man, who I call Candy Han.
Yeah, thank you, Dan.
Oh, let's see. I'm going to bring this up. He said, Mark says new news from today's says that BBC Studios is really committed to Doctor Who and is continuing to look at ways in which we can bring the show back to fans. Fans love Doctor Who brand. So says it's been that way since before I was in the browser. It feels we need a break from the whole thing. Things have just gone another direction. Of course, thank you, Candyman, for making that £10 donation. Was probably about $15, maybe. Was it $1? So, and of course, you can catch me on Sunday nights. But actually, this Sunday, I believe it's from Brussels, as Gadget has said, paparazzi Dave Chapman is hijacking the show, so he's going to be doing his thing over there, and that'll be an interesting thing. Everything is set up in the old studio, so it's going to be. Gadget has confirmed that it's $13.39 for £10.
Hooray!
So that's about it.
Hell with it. I'm rounding it up to 40. There you go. There you go, Shirley. I'm not going to sit there and penny this out. You're getting $40 from me.
It's $1.34 for the pound versus the pound. Yeah.
I'm okay. Whatever.
Hey, Japan is at 68 cents right now to the dollar. The yen is at 68 cents. So everybody's getting away scot-free over there.
It's all done to do to me. Okay, let's go. Speaking of Dave taking over, don't forget to check out the Happiness Patrol with Dave, Melanie, Jessica, and all the other guests that he's got on there at the Happiness Patrol show. And don't forget, before you leave right now, like, share, comment, subscribe, and please, I will be putting all the links, especially to the GoFundMe and to Famous Faces and Funnies, out into the chat, as well as we're going to be posting in our social media. And don't forget, if you are able to come this Friday, oh, hello, Doctor Who 59. Don't forget this Saturday. I don't know why I'm saying Friday, Rick. I hope I don't screw up anybody. This Saturday, from 11 a.m. over in Melbourne, Florida, Famous Faces and Funnies. We're going to have the Attack of the Daleks. Don't forget to get your cosplay. Don't forget to get your Dalek, your Whovian brain on. Wow, I can't talk tonight. Don't forget to get your cosplay on, because you definitely want to be joining in, taking as many pictures and videos as you want, because the Daleks will be out there. We're going to be having a good time. We're going to play some games. We're going to do some cosplay, and there might be, actually, Rick, you might, for the first time, we may have a dance floor with Daleks. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if I've convinced them yet, but we may have a dance off with Daleks, but we'll see out there. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on our YouTube channel, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Thank you so much. We are closing in at 70,000 subscribers, and fingers crossed we hit 100K before the end of the year. So with that, everybody make sure you say goodnight to Simon. Big thank you to Tom for producing the show tonight. And everybody, again, until the next adventure, Tony, take us out.
I don't know the button.
Pull the lever,
sorry,
bro.
There it is. That one.
Oh, man. Now, you see, I want to torture Tom just one more time.